Welcome back to GB9 Garage. Today, we're sitting in front of the fireplace right now. We're going to read a couple of fan letters that I got. All right. So the first one is from It's Omar's. It's Omar's writes, "What a useless video. Thanks for wasting my time." Well, sorry, It's Omar's. I can only do so much. He was upset about my first video of trying to start the car. And if anybody was disappointed that the car didn't start that first time, it was me, I assure you. But hey, if you keep watching, we get there. So this whole thing's a trial, right? All right. So joking aside, that is a real actual note I got from I don't know if they're a subscriber. I doubt it. If they were, they're probably not anymore. But I got a letter from Steve over at Aston 1936. He said he watched my Christmas video released today. Looks like you're getting closer and closer, which is awesome. He said you did the repair to the front bumper clip area in the video, and that was where I did the epoxy fix there. He said it got him thinking. Those two clips are often described and battled by many in the forums, and no one has ever taken the time to clearly demonstrate on video the trick to how they work, connect, and the method to get it to release when the car is all assembled. Prying screwdrivers, trim tools, etc. So he said he's never done it on his car. He's nervous about trying it. Would I consider doing a short episode on this for a video viewer request? Which, how can I turn Steve down, right? He's done so much for us. So anyway, I was preparing to do that video to kind of show how these clips work. So here's the clip, and I'll give you better shots of all this. This is just me in front of my fireplace. But anyway, here's the clip from the car that was broken. So the little tip's broken off. And then here's a new one that I just now printed off. So when I was preparing to go do this video, I realized that part of what was on the clip that broke off, I did not add to the one that I created. And I thought, well, it's just a support piece, something to make it more rigid, and so it wouldn't bend or break too easily. But it turns out it's actually quite functional, and actually is pretty much the whole main purpose of this clip. So I'm glad that Steve asked me about that, because the reality is the clips that I've already now put back on the car are, somewhat useless, because they're not doing the one thing that they're there to do. And what I'll do is we'll head out to the garage, and I'll show you with the bumper then exactly how these are supposed to work. And this will be with the bumper sitting down on the ground. So it'll be exactly what this clip is doing inside the car, and you guys will be able to get a really good view of it. And then with that, it should then show you how you can undo these clips, maybe without breaking them. But if you do break them, I'm going to dial this in a little bit even more, and you should be able to then, if you have a 3D printer, just print them out, or take the file and get a friend or somebody who does have a 3D printer to print them out. It's almost worth it to buy a 3D printer and print them out yourself than it is to just buy new parts from Scuderia. So let's head out to the garage and take a look and see what we got.
It's a beautiful day in the subscriberhood, a beautiful day for a subscriber. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a subscriberly day in the beauty tube, a subscriberly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I've always wanted to have a subscriber just like you. I've always wanted to live in a subscriberhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my subscriber? All right, listen, if I'm not selling myself out here to be getting subscribers, then I don't know what else I can do. I am definitely no singer, as I'm sure you just heard. But hey, well, here we are, back in the garage. Let's get to work. Okay, so here we are in the garage. I got the bumper set up on some sawhorses, so it'll be a little higher here. But okay, so here we are. This is the clip that goes into the clip that came out of the car. Okay, and the clip, rivets up to the piece above this, so then it sits underneath. Then this slides basically into this gap that's created, right? So it slides in there. All right, now what I did when I created this is I thought that this, as you can get it good again. See that little standing up piece right there that has a slope on it? Kind of thought that was just for support of this part that sticks out. So I thought it just supported this coming out of there. And it's not. what it is when this is then clipped onto the fender piece above it, this slides in, and then when it gets to the right spot, it kind of clicks in. So I don't know, you can't really hear it, but it kind of clicks in there, right? So now this is secured to the fender piece above it, and now the bumper is clicked in with that square. So since I didn't create that in the first round of this clip piece, then it's basically just loose and it can just slide in and out at will. So I recreated it. Let me see if I can get a good angle there. Now I did a little more engineering there. If I can't get a decent background on this thing, I'll try to get a better view of it, and I'll put it up on the screen as well. Might be just doing it from my computer, but anyway. So now I've tried to create that same. There you go, make it decent right there. I've created that same slope. Now I might take my Dremel and I might smooth this out a little bit, but functionally, then it should offer the same thing now. So if this is, riveted up to the bumper above it, and this comes on, it'll slide it back, and then click in. Just like, I don't know if you can hear that, but clicks in. So it slides back, clicks in, and now it won't be able to come out. And so then the question comes is, how do you get this out without sort of breaking it? And the idea that's what this little piece sticking out here is that you should be able to then reach in there with a flathead screwdriver or probably a trim tool or something like that, and you could bend that. I'm not gonna probably be able to bend it that easy without being really riveted, but you bend that tab down, and then it'll open that up a little bit, and you can pull it out. So that's the idea, how that works. And now I know. Remember, I don't remember when I made the video when I made this. These two little U shapes here, they are very important because they allow some flexibility in that front piece to where when you push that down, it can bend, and then that whole piece bends and gets out of the way of that hole. Okay, so that's what we've done. I redid this. So now I'm going to have to drill those tubes that I've already installed out and replace them with two new ones that I print out. So I'm going to do just a little more measuring and making sure that this clip now does actually fit the right way and perform the proper function of what the old clip is, what the clip is supposed to do. And once I get that dialed in and I get the bumper installed, because I'll do that as well. Once that's all done and I see that it's actually working, then I will go ahead and release these files to Thingiverse. And I'll put a link to that in the description when I have it. And that way anybody can go ahead and download these new clips and print them out and have new clips for themselves if they break the ones that they pull out. Okay? So thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate you bringing this to my awareness without even knowing you were bringing it to my awareness. But it was good to look at that and see that the original design was flawed, and that I needed to get back at the drawing board and get this thing fixed and get it done right. So yeah, there you go. Just a quick video today. Just wanted to get that out there. It's Omar's. I hope if you're watching that this one was not a waste of your time. It certainly wasn't a waste of my time. So if you're watching and you like the video, please consider subscribing. I even sing for you here. I don't know what else you could be asking for in a YouTube channel. And there we go. All right. So thank you guys very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time on GB9 Garage.